Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Happy Saturday, everybody. I hope your day, your week, and your weekend have been going very well so far. I know mine has. We've got a new day, which of course means a new NBA player prop video to share with you guys. But first, as always, people, please make sure to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and drop a comment down below. It helps the channel grow, and it really does mean a ton to us. For the new day comes some new opportunities to go ahead and make some money. I have 3 player props to go ahead and share with you guys in today's NBA slate. Right off the top, let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. I apologize if my audio sounds different. I have a brand new microphone coming in. Actually, it's already here. Unfortunately, I don't have the proper cable for it. So in the meantime, I already took my old microphone, packaged that thing up, and put it in storage. Didn't want to go ahead and take it all out and put it all back together. So I have my travel microphone I'm using today. So I do apologize for the audio. But the next time you listen to me, we're going to have a nice new upgraded microphone. So hang in there. I know it's going to sound a little bit weird today, but like I said, just bear with me today. Now, real quick, before we dive into today's picks, we obviously have to go ahead and recap yesterday. And we're feeling pretty nicey right now. If you guys couldn't tell by the thumbnail, the reason we're feeling nice is because we cashed our second consecutive Freaky Friday 5-leg parlay. That's right, guys. We called our shot. We did it again 2 Fridays in a row. Yesterday, 5-leg parlay plus 630 odds. It didn't come easy. Bam Adebayo, he made us absolutely sweat for it, but we did come through at the end of the day and cashed that BITCH. Plus 630, that's 6.30 units won. We are now up just in the parlay category, up over 15, almost 16 units profit on the season. It makes up for the fact that we obviously are a little bit negative there on the single bet category, but we are feeling really good, guys. Big hit. We needed that one for sure last night. And yeah, it feels good just to be a winner. Shout out to Mr. Man Joe for winning the Freaky Friday giveaway. DM me on Instagram at TASOSPicks. And we'll get you that free $30 Amazon gift card. He said it, Freaky Friday, 2 in a row. Let's go. Yes, sir. We got those 2 in a row. And we're feeling good. 3-1 on Thursday, 5-0 yesterday. Let's finish the week off strong. Our last video of the week here today. And let's go 3-0 and call another sweep here. Comment sweep down below if you're watching today's video because we need a sweep. And we're not even bringing up the money gun. We're going to the club today. We're going to the club today. We don't need the money gun. We're going to the club today, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Good cash. Let's do it again today. Let's go. All right, guys, jumping on over to the outlier screen here. Our first player prop in today's video. Again, these are single bets. You can parlay them together if you'd like to, but these are meant to be single bets here. We have Hawks, Pelicans, 7 p.m. tip-off. We have Jeremiah Fears of the New Orleans Pelicans. Did I say Hawks, Pelicans? All the $100 bills all over the floor are kind of distracting me a little bit here. But Hawks, Pelicans, Jeremiah Fears of the Pelicans over 17.5 points plus rebounds. I'm grabbing this player prop for minus 114 over on FanDuel. Best odds available to me. And look, Jeremiah Fears, we gave him a shot at redemption. He killed us on Wednesday. I gave him a shot at redemption yesterday, and he came through for us in cash. So now I'm going to go ahead and take him again here because the matchup is too good to pass up on. Whatever way you want to go ahead and look at the data, it looks pretty good. From an overall season perspective, a 63% hit rate for Fears. He's cashed it in 10 of 16 games, averaging 18.88 points plus rebounds per game this season. You want to narrow it down the last 10 games. 8 of his last 10 games, he's cashed the over, averaging 20.5 points plus rebounds per game, including 6 consecutive games. He's cashed the over. The one time in the last 9 games he missed it. He missed it by 1 point/rebound in a blowout loss to the Suns back on November 10th. And if we do narrow down the last 5 games here, obviously with 100% hit rate, averaging 23.4 points plus rebounds per game over the last 5 games. He's averaging 27 minutes per game in that data range, taking around 14.6, just shy of 15 shots per game on average. He doesn't take too many threes, but he takes a healthy amount of shots, and his 8.8 rebound chances per game over the last 5 games. Now, it is worth noting this is the second night of a back-to-back. He's only played 2 games thus far in his NBA career on the second night of a back-to-back. We can go ahead and put that filter in here. Thanks to Outlier, by the way. Shout out to Outlier, the sponsor of today's video. We offer a link down below in the description that gives you guys a 7-day free trial to check it out for yourself. All the data you're going to see in this video comes from Outlier, so make sure to go ahead and check that out. Jeremiah Fears, he's cashed it in both back-to-back games he's played so far this year. And the last time, November 17th, not too long ago against the Thunder, he had 24 points and 1 rebound on the second night of a back-to-back. He's a young guy, too, a rookie. We're not as concerned with the rest stuff there with these younger guys. Beyond all the good data I just showed you, a lot of it is the matchup. This is why I like this player prop and going with Fears again today. The Atlanta Hawks 18th overall this year in points allowed to the point guard position, 27th overall to rebounds allowed to the point guard position. So obviously, really good defensive matchup. If you do narrow it down to the last 7 games, the Atlanta Hawks bottom 5 in the NBA in points allowed to the point guard position and bottom 10 in rebounds allowed to the point guard position. Actually, I think bottom 5 in both categories. So whether you look at the overall season view, you narrow it down to the last 7 games. Whatever way you want to look at it, Atlanta cannot defend the point guard position. And obviously, with the way Jeremiah Fears has been playing lately, that's a good thing for us. You have the insights provided by Outlier. He's cashed this over in 5 straight games at home, averaging 21.4 points plus rebounds per game over the last 5 home games. And then looking down below here, the last few point guards against Atlanta, De'Aaron Fox, 31 points plus rebounds. Cade Cunningham, 31 points plus rebounds. You get the point. You see a lot of green there. A lot of point guards starting and backup have cashed their lines against Atlanta. So a very good defensive matchup for a player who's on a very good run of late. I love this as the first player prop in today's video. All right, guys, next up, a very similar situation, but the data isn't as strong necessarily as the Jeremiah Fears prop. We have Pistons, Bucks, 8 p.m. tip-off tonight. I'm going Cade Cunningham here of the Detroit Pistons over 38.5 points plus assists. Now, I'm grabbing this one for minus 107 over on DraftKings, so pretty good value on this player prop. And granted, the data, like I said, compared to the last one, isn't as good. A 50% hit rate on the season for Cade Cunningham, still not bad, but obviously this is a very elevated line. He's cashed in 6 of 12 games this year, averaging 37.17 points plus assists per game overall this season. If you do narrow it down a little bit, he has cashed the over in 6 of his last 8 games, so it hasn't been all that bad. And even when he misses, he's always in the ballpark of this line. Looking past the data, this really is all about the matchup. From a head-to-head perspective, you do see 2 of his last 3 matchups with Milwaukee. He's cashed the over. It's a 67% hit rate against the Bucks dating back to last season, averaging 41 points plus assists per game over those 3 matchups. So very good head-to-head data. In Milwaukee this year, they have been just similar to Atlanta, a disaster defending the point guard position. 28th in points allowed overall, 21st in assists. If you do go ahead and narrow it down the last 7 games, they are bottom 5 in points, bottom 10 in assists. So whatever way you shake it, they don't defend the point guard position well. Cade Cunningham, I can say this confidently, one of the best point guards in the NBA right now. You also have some injury stuff here for the Pistons. Tobias Harris questionable, Jaden Ivey questionable. So Cade Cunningham should get a healthy amount of shots in this game, a lot of touches, a lot of work. The biggest fear, honestly, being fully transparent with you guys, my biggest fear in this spot is the fact that Giannis is not playing, and obviously that means the Bucks are rolling out a subpar lineup, and this could be a blowout. Cade also hasn't played in a few days either, so I mean he's coming into this game having not played since November 18th, so he's going to have pretty fresh legs for the most part. My biggest fear obviously being the blowout factor of this spot. If we do go ahead and look at the insight provided by Outlier, you do see he's failed. That's 38.5 in 11 of the last 14 games on the road. So there are some negatives here. I do want to be honest and transparent with you guys, and we can go ahead and look at the win margin. Now the Pistons are 8.5 favorites in this game. If we go and look at the games where they've won by, let's say 20 or more, or they haven't won by 20 or more. Let's do 17 or more points. He actually has cashed in both games this season versus Orlando and versus Brooklyn. But if you do go to the last 10 games when they've won by, what I put it at, 17 or more points, obviously you see the numbers aren't great. So again, I show you these things not because I want to crap in my own picks, because I want to be transparent and give you guys all the information. So if you guys want to tail this one, you have all the information to either tail or fade this pick. But again, the matchup to me is too good to not go ahead and take a gamble on one of the best point guards in the NBA who's been playing pretty well all year long against this weak Bucks defense. Last but not least, guys, our third and final player prop in today's video. We have Kings Nuggets 10 p.m. tip-off tonight. We're going Nikola Jokic here over 39.5 points plus assists, which I am grabbing for minus 108 over on DraftKings. Again, full transparency, the same fears I have from the last prop, the Cade Cunningham prop, just copy and paste them over to this. This Kings team is getting blown out at a very high rate. They've been getting killed lately. And look, that obviously has to be considered because they might not play Jokic's full minutes. He may not get as many touches and shots up because this game could get ugly very, very fast. Acknowledging that right off the bat here, the data is obviously pretty strong here. 53% hit rate on the season for Jokic. If we do narrow it down to the last 10 games, it's an 80% hit rate, and he's averaging 45.1 points plus assists per game over his last 10 games. Looking at the head-to-head data here, you see he's cashed it in 3 of his last 6 matchups against the Kings. However, he's played them already twice this season, both this month, And he cashed the over in both of those games. The first time, November 3rd, he had 34 points and 14 assists. The last time, November 11th, he had 35 points and 7 assists. And obviously, you look down below, he had at least 20 potential assists in both games. He took at least 19 shots in both games. This is the thing, though. He played 36 minutes and 32.8 minutes. If this game gets out of hand quickly, will he play as many minutes? That's the big question here. But overall, the Kings, they've been a disaster in every aspect, but especially on the defensive end of the court. Versus centers, 24th in points, 28th in assists. You do go ahead and narrow that down to the last 7 games. They're still bottom 10 in both of those categories. Obviously, Jokic, I think the best player in the NBA. The thing with him is that if he only plays 30 minutes, he could, again, you saw the last time he played 32, about 33 minutes, and he did cash this with 35 points and 7 assists. And he had in that game 22 potential assists and only had 7. So he did leave a lot of opportunities on the table there, although he did go 16 for 19 shooting, which is very, very good. The Kings also don't have Sabonis anymore. He's out for a while, so this is an even sweeter matchup. They're already bad in general versus centers, but now you go ahead and put no Sabonis into the equation. Jokic should have a massive game. The Nuggets are without Christian Braun and Aaron Gordon in this spot, so that could also mean this game could be a little bit closer, could even the playing field a little bit, and could lead to Jokic playing some more minutes. We will obviously see, but regardless, I think just considering the matchup itself, Jokic should have a monster game against this Kings team. We also have the insights provided by Outlier. He has exceeded 39.5 points plus assists in 5 straight games versus bottom 10 defenses for points allowed. He's averaging 45 points plus assists per game over those last 5 games. So pretty good matchup spot here across the board here for Jokic. All right, guys, that is it for me today. Thank you very much, as always, for watching. One more time, please make sure to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and drop a comment down below. Again, shout out to everybody who rode the parlay yesterday, who cashed. I'm happy that I was able to make you guys some money. I know we've had a wishy-washy start to the year, so when I have been able to provide for you guys, I love it. I love winning you guys money. It brings me a ton of joy. So hopefully we have another great night tonight. I'll be back on Tuesday with another NBA player prop video, but don't worry. Starting in December, I will let me myself here, not sound like the pig from Looney Tunes. Starting December, I will be moving my schedule from Tuesdays through Saturdays to Mondays through Saturdays, or Thursdays through Sundays, something along those lines. Moral of the story being that we currently are doing 5 days a week player props. Starting December, I'm going to start doing 6 days a week player props. And then once the NFL is over come February, we're going to start doing 2 NBA player prop videos a day, just to kind of give you guys a little tease for what's to come over the next couple months as football starts to wind down a bit and my schedule opens up. We will have more NBA videos, double the NBA videos as a matter of fact. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, guys, I hope you're all winners. Let's go ahead and make some more money, baby. Let's go.